Welcome to the Whiskey Couch. We are back.
Yes, we are back.
South Africa's very own whiskey couple.
Elna,
And Gustav.
and this is the Whiskey Tasting and Food Pairing Review number 183.
And this whiskey is number 5 in our bracket. I think this is the third bracket of 5 12-year-old whiskey. So the last one in this bracket. So in the next video, it will be our favorites, summary of course, and then our respective favorites, and of course the blind tasting results of the 5 that we've done. And they're all lined up here behind us with, of course, the Macallan 12-year-old, which is today's whiskey, the gift box right over there. So today, this is what we're doing. Macallan 12-year-old, yes. And from the Macallan Distillery, founded
in 1824.
In 1824. And of course, the Macallan Distillery situated in the Speyside, the very well-known Speyside region in the northern Highland of Scotland, owned by the Edrington Group, and they also own Highland Park and Famous Grouse. And of course, Macallan, the third biggest seller of single malt in the world. So that's what we're tasting today. The Macallan 12-year-old right there. And it says here, exclusively matured in selected sherry oak casks from Jerez in Spain.
And the ABV is 43%.
And it's right in the corner there of the label. Maybe it's visible on the camera there, 43% and natural color. And we poured our whiskey a little before we started the video. This is, of course, a picture of the Macallan Distillery. Is this the Macallan Distillery?
Yes.
Yes, it is. That it is. And there's, of course, the brand new one that they've just opened. Spectacular Macallan Distillery. Here we go. I think this is the darkest. This is the darkest one that we have tasted in this bracket. If I have a look at this color. I mean, we've got a... What kind of color is this? Let me just coat it there so that you can see the legs on the glass right there. It is something like a rich, burnished color.
Burnt orange.
Elna, you are in the glass now. Peeping through the glass. There we go. This is rich burnished. I mean, this is a sherry bomb.
Oh, yes.
Like,
yes.
Nothing else. 12 years in sherry casks. All 4 of the others were only finished in sherry casks. Glenfarclas perhaps a bit more sherry influence. What are you getting on the nose?
Dried fruit. Lots and lots of dried fruit. With, of course, the sherry.
Dried fruit like raisins and dried plums. A bit of vanilla and toffee. And a hint of a ginger in the background for me.
Yes, I agree with that. Not overwhelming.
No, just a
little
hint.
hint.
And on the palate, here we go. Slange.
Fruitcake.
Rich.
Rich fruitcake.
And quite assertive, the sherry. It's assertive, rich, dried fruit. Some of the others that we did in this bracket, much more subtle. But this one is in your face. In your face. I'm getting chocolate now as I sit here. Chocolate and a bit of orange zest coming through on the palate.
And also baking spices. The ginger, the nutmeg, and the cinnamon. But not overwhelming.
Wonderful.
Very subtle.
I'm picking up a bit of a bitter note right at the end. Some sherried stewed plums. What is the
It's a-
finish
The
like?
finish is a long and smooth.
It's like lingering.
Definitely.
It's staying with you. In the finish, the sherried oak spices, the dried fruit, the
Baking
bitter
spices.
and the bitter chocolate notes.
Yeah, there I have the bitter chocolate. I love that. The bitter
This is
chocolate.
by no means a small distillery. It is an enormous mechanized commercial distillery, but uncompromising in terms of the quality of the dram. So a few drops of water, 43% ABV, a few drops of water. Let's just see what happens. We specifically pour our drams a little before the video because, especially this one, the Macallan toffee, it just gets better
Oh, yes.
as it stands for a while. The rule of thumb, of course, always to let it stand 1 minute for every year that it's spent in the cask.
Sherry. If it's
Wonderful. Milk chocolate,
definitely
caramelized nuts,
sherry. No, I love the sherry.
and on the palate after the water.
Very smooth. Very, very smooth.
A little bit less intense, and I agree. There's a smoothness that it's just incredible. So, a very good dram. I must say it's nice to have you with me in these videos.
Oh, it's wonderful to
I'm
be
glad
here
we can do it together.
Share. Yes.
So the summary would be, for this Macallan 12-year-old, I would say rich, sherried and chocolatey. And like I said before, if you let it stand for a little bit, it gets even better. The cost in South Africa, it is not that widely available, very difficult in fact to get hold of in South Africa, around 700 and anywhere up to 1,000 rand for a bottle. I believe it's £70 in the UK. I do not have a US dollar price. And we are continuing with our crepe theme for the pairing. So, we have prepared here a crepe with beef mince and a lot of fruit chutney, just to give it a fruity flavor. So it's like a fruity bolognese beef mince, and of course a healthy drizzle of cheese sauce on top. So the crepe will connect to the maltiness in the whiskey. The fruity mince will connect to the sweetness, and the cheese sauce is just because it's nice.
Because it's nice.
There we go. We're going to try this. You can have a go first. It's a bit of a tricky story to get the crepe and everything separated. And I think you must go ahead while you've got the plate as a covering. And I will follow soon. Macallan 12-year-old. Fruity. Wonderful.
It brings out the fruitiness much more.
The fruitiness and the chocolate notes.
And again the sherry.
And it is mouth-watering. It's just mouth-watering.
It's really good.
Mouth-watering good. Wow, I am at a loss of words.
No, this is really good.
So, who's going to finish that crepe when we're done with this video? We're gonna have to divide that very carefully. What a fantastic pairing! I just love this, and thank you for joining us. So, in the next video, we will do a quick summary, reveal which one is our respective favorites, and also give the blind tasting results. If you enjoyed this, click the like button, subscribe, invite your friends, And hope to see you soon in the next video. Until then, sláinte.
Sláinte.